good morning and welcome back to CityLine. We are in our Thanksgiving segments, and today with me on the comfy couch, I have two individuals that are setting Tacoma on fire. You got to meet these people. Please join me in welcoming Tony Gomez. You are the Director of Community Engagement for Tacoma Arts Live. Welcome back.
It's good to see you, Amanda. Thanks for having us back.
It's great to have you back. You were on earlier when we were talking about art at the Armory.
That's right.
And boy, is that a beautiful building. And that was well received, so well done. Congratulations. This beautiful woman next to you. Look at that smile. Maury Griffin, you are the founder and event director of, say it with me, Black Night Market. Oh my gosh, I live for the posts on my Instagram when you are showing setup, you're showing food, you're showing crafts, you're showing people singing and dancing. It's a party to be had by everybody, so thank you for being here and for what you did for us. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Tony, we're going to chat with you for a bit. You get to relax for a bit, and then I'll come over there and pester you. Last time we saw each other, it was summer. Can you believe it? Where did that go? Tell us about some of the events that Tacoma Arts Live has coming up for fall and winter.
Yeah, so there's a lot happening. We're excited to do a holiday program with Davina and the Vagabonds in December, which is a beautiful combination of camp and lounge and holiday joy.
Look at that.
And then we have other programs coming up. In January, Giraffes Can't Dance is a musical for families, kids of all ages. And then following that, we have Pink Martini coming back, which is always a favorite, and other programs including the Johnny Cash official concert experience, and Colin and Brad, who some folks probably know from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yes.
They'll be coming to do improv. We have the Purple Experience, which is an amazing Prince tribute in February. And then we just announced that tickets are going on sale for Melissa Etheridge in the spring.
Boy, I mean, there isn't anything on there I don't want to attend. I want to go to everything, especially Giraffes Can't Dance. That was really good. That was fabulous. When we think about shows, because Tony, you've been there, you've seen a lot of shows, you preview a lot of shows. What shows are you most looking forward to? Oh my gosh,
I love all the shows. I love seeing shows in Tacoma because it's always intimate. Even in the larger houses, it's only 1,200 people or so. You feel, whether you're at the Pantages or at the Armory, you feel like you're very close to the performers. And so there are so many that I'm excited about. Of course, Pink Martini is a big favorite. It's not unheard of for me to sit in for the last song. Brian Rice is one of the percussionists, is a good friend. So
we're going to be looking for you in the audience. Where's Tony, that last song? I love that. When we think about Tacoma Arts Live, they are known for their generosity, for their great programming, and you always, the shows that are coming up just seem to eclipse themselves all the time in terms of how amazing they are. When we get past winter, give me a spring teaser of something I can look forward to.
Okay, well, I will share a couple more things that are coming up.
Okay.
And we will be having a new immersive exhibition that will be coming to the Armory in this next year. Can't say too much about it yet, but we'll announce soon. And so folks may remember when we had the Van Gogh immersive, we just finished Utopian Garden, we've done Sistine Chapel.
Yes.
And so another one of those programs will be coming to the Armory. We're also activating a room in the Armory that historically is called the Roosevelt Room, which is going to be like a cabaret type experience, which I'm very excited about. And we'll be showcasing a little bit more of our local and regional acts in a very intimate setting. So excited about that. Also, we have a Civil Rights Legacy Tour that tours through schools every winter and usually serves between 20 and 25,000 students with theater that's designed to tell the stories of the Civil Rights era.
Oh, I love this.
And we have a great new play that was commissioned from a young playwright here in the South Sound. Darian Cunningham has written a piece called Where Blooming Flowers Meet the Sky, where a young woman who is on a deadline is visited by the spirits of John Lewis, Malcolm X, and Nina Simone.
Wow. I'm in. I'm totally in. I'm totally in. Tony, before I ask Mari about what is the Black Night Market and who inspired you to start it, if you could introduce her in a way that only you can, what would you say?
Yeah, I mean, Mari is a force of nature,
She is.
and she is a gift to the South Sound.
Yep.
Honestly, I am so thrilled to be working with Mari, and it really, the way that we've met is through, Tacoma Arts Live does a lot of work with touring shows, obviously,
Yes.
and that's part of our job is to bring national and international acts to our region. But the other side is to help invigorate the local arts and cultural infrastructure. And so last spring, we started Accelerating Creative Enterprise, which is an incubator for BIPOC and women-owned businesses and emergent nonprofits. And Mari joined in this project. We have had the supreme privilege of working with Black Night Market
I love it.
on a couple events.
So, okay, Mari, dun, 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 founder and event director of Black Night Market. First off, tell people who, if they don't know what the Black Night Market is, tell them what it is. But then also tell us about what was that aha moment? Where were you? What were you doing when it all clicked?
So the Black Night Market is a free community event. It's an innovative marketplace that showcases BIPOC businesses, artists, and vendors, performing arts and food, restaurants. So I got the idea because I was inspired by the lack of economic opportunities that there are for the BIPOC community.
And look at this. Okay, now this is the GoPro. So where was this shot, Mari?
This was at Tacoma Art Live on April 1st, 2023. This was a part of the event sponsorship through ACE. They sponsored the Black Night Market there, where we had over 80 vendors. We had food trucks, performing artists, as far as like singers, a poetry hour, and a saxophone player.
Oh my gosh, this is incredible. All right, so now I'm dying to have you answer the question. Where were you when the aha moment all came together and you went, I know what I need to do?
Honestly, I was at the altar. I prayed on it and asked what should I do next, and the vision of Black Night Market came to me in a dream.
Beautiful, beautiful. So how did you find Tony? How did you find, because I would imagine that everybody, once they heard about this concept, wanted a piece of this. Why Tacoma Arts Live?
I seen that they were having the program, the ACE program, and I just applied, and I was like, something about this, I feel like I'm gonna get it. And then Tony called me.
He did, because Tony was listening at the altar. He's really everywhere. He's amazing. So tell us about a very merry market, and that's happening December 9th at the Tacoma Armory. That's the only place where you should ever shop for gifts that night, but tell us what we can experience.
Oh, so this one is going to be more of a festive experience. We'll have vendors, food trucks, performances such as spoken word, a live band, Black Santa, and activities for families to do.
Ah, I love that. I love that. For Tony, I want to kind of just ask you this question. It's an important part, Tacoma Arts Live is, for our performing ecosystem. But how would you describe the impact of the market on our community? What are you seeing?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm a huge fan,
Yeah.
obviously, and I was thrilled when Mari inquired about the ACE program in particular, and then the idea of working together in that program and helping incubate Black Night Market. Our job is to help ensure that creative projects and creative professionals through this incubator are able to scale up.
Yes.
And so, when Black Night Market joined the ACE program and we hosted it at the Armory for the first time, you doubled your number of BIPOC vendors, right?
Oh my
From 40 to
goodness.
80, and then that gave you a springboard for your big summer events outdoor at the field at LeMay. And so, whatever way that Tacoma Arts Live can help bolster the creative economy in Tacoma. I mean, that is to everyone's favor. When actors, musicians, designers are all being able to work effectively and make a living here in the South Sound, that helps all of us, right? That infrastructure
Yes.
is helpful in terms of making this a better place to live. And then also economically,
That's right.
we're looking at hundreds of millions of dollars that are generated by the nonprofit arts sector in Tacoma alone.
Not to even mention that small little phrase that art heals. Gee, what a concept. Let's just close our amygdala and stop being in trauma if we have art around us.
Amen.
So, okay, Murray, in these last few minutes, I want to ask you first, who do you need to thank? Because you went to the altar and asked for this. This was not just a, should I buy a pair of Uggs at Christmas time or wait until the spring when they go on sale?
Yeah.
Who do you need to thank?
I need to thank God and my ancestors and my family for supporting me, the community for supporting me, for every vendor and attendee that comes and supports us, and Tacoma Arts Live, because I wouldn't be here without Tacoma Arts Live.
I love that. And you, Mr. Tony, in these last 30 seconds, who do you want to thank?
Well, I want to thank Maury.
Yeah.
And all the folks that are involved in this new wave of creative energy in Tacoma, and particularly in our Black, Indigenous, and person of color communities. And I also want to just thank everyone who turns out
Yes.
for arts, events,
Just
and
shows up.
culture. You got to show up.
Show up.
You got to show up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving to both of you. I'll see you on the 9th. You're going to hear me scream when I see you, and I'll knock you over with a hug, but I will be there. All right. We have much more to come on CityLine. Don't go away. We'll be right back.